Hey YouTube, when people ask what is the best deck to get in the early days of their Master Duel games, I'd arguably say that Salamangreat Grid arguably are the best deck to get for the starters. You see, we get some copies of really useful card like Cyanide Mining that used at 3 at the Mad Mech deck, which is one of the best deck in the time of recording. Also, we got Deco Talker Hit Soul, which is really powerful since we can get draw from each round. I also watched some people topping the tournaments with Salamangreat Mad Mech deck, which can be accessible later by pulling from the packs or just simply crafting the Mad Mech cards. So here's the deck list utilizing only the cards from this Burning Spirit structure deck, which is basically playing the pure Salamangreat archetype. I myself rarely playing Salamangreat, and I only have Salamangreat Mad Mech deck, but let's just play this deck, shall we? For the first duel, we met with a fellow Salamangreat deck, but the difference between our deck and their deck is they only use one structure deck while we buy 3. Arguably, the ideal way is you buy one first, then you buy the Hand Trap pack or the Solemn Judgment pack, like Lightning Storm pack, Ash Blossom pack, etc. like that. But we're here to try how powerful the pure structure deck for the beginners, so yeah, we're using 3 of them and only from that pack, specific Burning Spirits pack. Here I'm doing typical Salamangreat combo, which is like climbing the links, I guess, making double hit Leo so I can activate hit Leo's effect, taking back our spell trap from the graveyard to our hand. And they're opening with Cyanide Mining, which is sending one card from the hand to graveyard, then taking one Salamangreat, and since this is a Salamangreat, they're using Salamangreat Mirror, so Mirror can special summon itself from the hand. Then they summon Coyote, but then I'm using the Omni Negate of Salamangreat, which is Salamangreat Roar. I use this 3 copies in the deck, yeah. So I'm negating the buildings because the buildings can search for the build of Salamangreat, which is Salamangreat Sanctuary. Yeah, they cannot do anything because we cancel their buildings. So we're gonna trigger the mirror and triggering the Sunlight Wolf, taking back our Buffalo in their turn. We're gonna start by recovering our Salamangreat Roar, but the enemy is trying to destroy our Sanctuary. But it's okay because we have buildings in the graveyard, so we're just gonna banish buildings to protect our cards, taking the Salamangreat Roar, then discarding the mirror to activate Gazelle effect while we search for another card, summoning Balancer Lord so can double normal summon. Using Balancer Lord, we can summon Deco Talker Hit Soul, because Hit Soul require different attributes of Cyberse for the material. But all Salamangreat is fire, so we need another attribute to summon Hit Soul. Then I'm making Hit Leo to trigger the Buffalo effect, discarding 1 card and drawing 2. Also with triggering Salamangreat Fall effect, which is special summon while there's Salamangreat Link special summon in the field. Triggering Spinny, triggering Foxy, then using the Sanctuary effect to make another Hit Leo with the Hit Leo we already have on the field. Because Hit Leo is special summoned using another Hit Leo, so Hit Leo can copy the attack of a monster in the graveyard for one of my monsters. Yeah, this is game. You see, if this is more constructor deck, we have Access Code Talker, we have Up the Jammer, then we can easily make a giant boss monster to basically one hit the opponent. For this next duel, we're fighting against zombie structure deck, which is pretty okay in my opinion, but still Salamangreat structure deck like marginally better. But we have 3 of this, so I guess it's okay. We're gonna open with Cyanide Mining and discarding 1 card from our hand to trigger the Gazelle effect, so it can special summon itself while sending 1 card from the deck from the graveyard. We're also taking Balancer Lord to prepare for our Ticket Talker Hit Soul for that sweet draw every turn. Also, I'm using Buffalo here so I can trigger its effect by discarding 1 card and drawing 2 cards to our hand. You see, I'm chaining buildings after the Buffalo because I need to draw more than the Sanctuary. Yeah. Here I'm making the Sunlight Wolf, then using the Balancer Lord, I'm making Ticket Talker Hit Soul. So for that sweet draw. Spinny gonna revive itself from the graveyard. With Gazelle, I'm making another Sunlight Wolf, which is, I don't know, I usually play with Mirage Stalio, but hey, the structure deck doesn't have Mirage Stalio, so we're gonna improvise that with another Sunlight Wolf. Sunlight Wolf taking the circle back to our hand. Then I'm gonna just crush their monster. I'm setting the roar here as a protection for Omni Negates while we have Ling Salamandreat monster in our field. I decide not to negate the zombie ward because I don't feel it's a threat for me right now. Yeah, this I need to negate. I need to negate this because he's trying to take our Ticket Talker Hit Soul. When they summon this, I thought, oh no, it's gonna summon Ballet Rock, but well, no Ballet Rock, so we're safe, guys. And I make a mistake by making false attack into 1800 by copying a monster attack from graveyard and zeroing the hit soul attack to 0. But well, we can still recover from this. The enemy only had 2 cards on their field. Using circle, I'm taking Gazelle again. Oh no, it's a mirror. Yeah, and draw 1, and we got Balancer Lord to our hand. Sunlight Wolf recovering roar from our graveyard, so we can use it next turn again. I'm using Balancer Lord effect, which is let me normal summon Cybers once again from the hand, and triggering the Gazelle, special summoning it. I'm making Hitleo here. This is the most monster of the Salamangreat structure deck. Overlay it again with another Hitleo, using it as its own material with Sanctuary effect. Then Hitleo gonna have effect of copying the attack from the graveyard. And then I'm just beating it with all my monsters. With this potential, we can really see where it can go with so many materials that we can summon to the field that we own, so we can link or synchro or yeah, doing basically anything else requiring monsters. And the last one, we're fighting against Makeshift Dragon Maid, which is like Blue Eyes combined with Albas, and I don't know the enemy's deck, so yeah, we're just gonna call Makeshift Dragon or Dragon Maid. The opponent this time using mixed deck like Darkworld Calling in the Dragon deck, Blue Eyes, Dragon Maid, even Albas. They use Albas. It's a mixed deck. I think it's a new user trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I can't really comment on this game because they don't even any combo. Like Yeah, we'll just see. Well, there's that video for this time. I hope you really enjoy this video. And if you have any questions or suggestions or anything else about Master Duel or any other games, just write it in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and see you later. A peace.